Hey guys, it's Bobcat Soup. Welcome back to my art channel. Today we're going to be doing a little challenge. We're going to be drawing a superhero based off of randomly generated powers. I'm going to generate 2 of them, and then we're going to put them together into a character. Before we get into the drawing process, I just want to ask you guys to subscribe because it helps out small channels like mine a lot. And also leave a comment. You can leave a comment saying that the video is dumb or whatever you want, because it actually like boosts the video and the algorithms, and it just does good stuff, trust me. So here's the 2 powers that I got. The first one was lightning, or primordial lightning, which I guess is like godly lightning abilities, powers. And then also werewolf physiology, aka just being a werewolf. So I think these powers actually go together surprisingly well. So I think this is going to actually turn out to be a pretty good design. I'm thinking Raiden from Mortal Kombat if he was a furry. And speaking of furries, while I was actually googling furry to find a gag image for this video, I found this, which is probably the scariest thing I've ever seen in my freaking life. It's now you guys can suffer with me, because I don't want to have nightmares alone here. So. And when it comes to the actual character design here, I'm going to be honest, I did not mean to make it look like a furry. I was more trying to go for just how comic book artists draw werewolves and also Greek gods, but it ended up kind of looking a little bit like a furry. It's like nowadays, like you add a little bit of like wolf anatomy and a little bit of human anatomy, and you're bound to end up with a furry, unfortunately. Like, I think what we need is a change.org petition to make it harder to make a furry, because making furries it's just too easy right now. And just for fun, using artificial intelligence, I actually generated Raiden from Mortal Kombat as a furry deviant art style. And it came up with these. And I think they're kind of interesting, actually. I was expecting something a little bit more cringy, but they're kind of cool. Except for this one in the stupid beret. I don't know how I feel about that one. He's a little cringy. He's the cringy one of the group. He's the quirky turkey. And you can see me adding this kind of crest thing to his head. That's straight up inspired by Blackball. He's the Marvel character that you probably saw dying in a really stupid way in Multiverse of Madness. No, the other guy that dies really stupid in the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, that guy, yeah. It's based off of his little head thing. And at this point, we're on to the inking stage of the drawing process, and I always love inking my drawings. It's always the most satisfying thing. It makes me look like this meme face here because it's so satisfying. And this time around, I was having a lot of trouble kind of balancing how much detail I wanted, because sometimes when I'm drawing in like this comic book kind of style, I have a tendency to add way too many detail lines and stuff, and it just makes the drawing look very busy. So I wanted to not do that this time around, and I wanted a nice, not busy, I guess the opposite of busy is like unemployed. So I wanted an unemployed drawing. That's what I wanted. In case it wasn't already obvious, one of the characters that I used to inspire this character that I'm drawing is actually Shazam from DC Comics, and I'm guessing the lightning bolt makes that pretty obvious. I added this kind of like thunderbolt on his shoulder, his little shoulder plate as well. I think it's called a pauldron. And I think it looks cool, but it's also like it's on the verge of being goofy, but I think all like the best like comic book characters kind of look slightly goofy if you really think about how they look, so I think it's okay.
Yum, wolf toes.
I decided to give him a mask like halfway into drawing him, so my number one goal when it came to coloring him was to not make him look like Swiper from Dora. It was a very easy mistake to make. They're both canine kind of creatures with masks, but I knew that I just could not bear for him to look like Swiper. I was originally going to do black and yellow, but I didn't really want it to look like Black Adam because I really didn't want Dwayne Johnson's like legal team coming after me. So I decided to try out purple instead. Drawing this basically made me realize that I can't draw lightning, okay? I was like, it was by far the hardest part of this drawing, and I still don't even think it looks that good. I tried to keep it simple because I was just having a lot of trouble actually drawing the lightning in like a cool looking way, but it's so much harder than it looks. I thought it was just some squiggly lines, but nay. On the bright side though, I do think that I actually did a really good job with the lighting here, the blue kind of like rim lighting. So I guess that's a common Bobcat Soup W or whatever the children say these days. And what do you know, it's time for the reveal. So, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments below, and again, subscribe for some high quality art content, and as always, stay creative.